Hello, how you doing? This is Gray from Makazashi's Tea House over in Japan. I hope you're good. I hope you're Genki. Happy Monday morning. It's been a hot one here today, hot and sticky as hell. And I worked this morning, I got the afternoon off, then I went down to the beach, cycled down. What time was it? About 4:30 my time. Listening to some good comic book podcast, and yeah, when I got to the beach, nice and hot, wet in the sea. The sun went behind a huge cloud. Didn't cool down though, but it was nice. It was nice to be there. So, wow, I think someone's watching. I can't believe it. Unbelievable. Who's here? It's Wakizashi's Tea House. How you doing, Gray? So, good morning, America. Good afternoon, Europe and the UK. And good evening in Japan. Great to see you, Dwayne. How are you, mate? Happy Monday. Yes, it is a good morning. I hope it's a great Monday for you and the start of a really good week. What's new with you? What's been going on? I tell you, I had a bit of a quieter week on YouTube last week. I only got one proper review done, and that was the Mark Millar Big Game issue 1. That was the big release of last week, and it's been doing quite well. The video, for me, it's got, I think I'm up to about 350 views on it. So yeah, pretty positive. Only one dislike. Can't believe it. That's pretty good. And people seem to be enjoying the comic from what I've heard, from what I've seen in the comments. So yeah, I enjoyed it very much if you've seen the review, and I'm looking forward to next issue, which is the most important thing. Can't wait to that. Hey, good evening, Angry AC. How you doing? I hope you had a good day. Not too busy for you. Man, I bet it was boiling hot in Osaka, right? Wasn't it? Crazy. So, trying to think of what's new. There's no real major news, but this week we do have the new issue of Amazing Spider-Man coming out on Wednesday, so that'll be interesting. Plus, the Night Terrors is continuing from DC, although it doesn't seem to be getting a lot of interest. Maybe is it the third week or the fourth week now? Where are we? So if it started at the beginning of July, we must be going into the fourth week, yeah? Is that right? I can't add up, I'm rubbish at math, but I think that's right. So, without further ado, let's get on with recommendations and picks of last week that maybe I didn't cover, I didn't have time to do reviews of. Oh, that reminds me, by the way, I do have another comic book review ready to go. It's uploaded yet, but I've not made it public yet. It's unlisted because it was taking ages to upload. It's not a new comic, it's the Doom Patrol, Grant Morrison Doom Patrol. It's issue 23, and me and Jim Werner from Weird Science Comics, we go on a pretty deep dive through that. So I'm not sure when to do that, when to upload it. You're supposed to leave time between your videos, aren't you? As far as I know. What do I know? YouTube. But I might drop it before I go to bed, or maybe first thing tomorrow morning. Anyway, yes, exactly. That's what I'm hearing more and more, Dwayne. Night Terrible, not Night Terrors, or Terrors of the Night Terrors kind of thing. Although there's been a couple of fairly decent issues, but the main complaint seems to be that they could have made it just a mini series, just Night Terrors, focused on that, instead of bringing all these different individual characters, stopping their current runs and having the two issues, that's all, 2 issues, 2 months of a random nightmare based story. Yeah, anyway, so where are we? Let's see if I can share the screen, and we'll have a look at last week's new releases from League of Comic Geeks. Saying new comics this week. Hang on a minute. Here we go. So, as you can see there, the first one that's showing, the most popular, the most pulled issue, is World's Finest, Superman Batman. That was up to issue 17. Wow! 17, I tell you, apart from Big Game, which is my pick of the week. Big Game is pick of the week, but number 2 is the World's Finest, Batman Superman. It's just so much fun. That's pretty much it, and it's got really good art by Dan Mora, which, yeah, if you don't know his name by now, you should do. Really, really good. Feels like Mark Waid's having fun writing it, and it does have a lot of action, a lot of great characters, and that's it. It's a good comic book in a sea of dross. Where are we? So what else stood out from last week? Oh, I'm completely forgetting. I did do another review. Oh my goodness. AC probably getting angry with me. I did a joint review with Angry Canadian. We did Gunslinger Spawn issue 22, and that was a lot of fun. Great dinosaur action from Brett Booth yet again. Surprise, surprise. Pretty violent at times, pretty gory. Yes, shout out to Gunslinger. There, how could I forget? And it was a double Spawn week. I didn't even get time to do King Spawn. Ridiculous. Not annoying, but it kind of is a little bit annoying that they release them both the same week sometimes. It doesn't always happen, but yeah, there he is. Gunslinger Spawn. So I must get King Spawn read. I haven't read it yet. I've got a copy. I bought a copy, but I haven't read it. So, and speaking of Jim from Weird Times Comics, I did a joint review with him. It's on his channel. Void Rivals number 2, issue 2 here. That's the Skybound, Robert Kirkman, most famous for Walking Dead, Invincible. Robert Kirkman is writing that. It's fun, it's good, it's enemy mine, set, in kind of sci-fi, set in space. Two warring races have got to come together to cooperate to survive, but there's one pilot from each of those races that got stranded on this comet, I think it is. That's how it goes, and it ties into the Transformers universe. So a lot of people get excited for that because it's leading up to, where are we? Daniel Warren Johnson, that's it. Daniel Warren Johnson is going to be doing a Transformers series in the autumn. I've forgotten to put my little banner up. Here we go. Better than late than never. Last week's Comic Rex from Gray. Tell you, one-man operation. What can you do? Okay, so how about you? Dwayne, if you're there, or anybody, do you have any recommendations that I might have missed? I tell you what was getting a lot of press, and that was the Hawk Girl issue 1. That came out $3.99. I'm kind of on the fence about that. I'm not really going to talk about it, but it was getting either people were saying it was being review bombed, or in both ways, both positively and negatively. But yeah, the art was very good, I'll say that, but I was kind of like 5 out of 10. It's a very mid-level story. It was the writer trying to do too much, a little bit like trying to tell a fairy tale style at times, and then the main character was very annoying, kind of unlikable, but maybe that's her personality, I don't know. Yeah, I wasn't impressed. And the writer was trying to kind of push their original character, which does it does have a DC link to it. There was a DC YA single graphic novel with his character Galaxy in, and as I say, the writer pushes that character in the Hawk Girl book. Very interesting, shall we say, to be neutral. I'm doing good. I'm making it up as I go along, Angry. You know how it goes. Usagi Ojimbo. Hail. Jim goes to town on Night Errors. Yes, I know. I listened to the podcast. Got caught up with it today. Just finished it. Oh my goodness. Jim is not enjoying it at all, is he? And great to see KC, Charlie Chats, in the chat. Good morning to you. I hope you're good. Hope you're genki. So that was about it for last week. Yeah. Bit disappointing, really. No big surprises. There's Big Game, by the way. Let's click on there. Let's see what I wrote. Did I write a text review in the end or not? Can't remember. Yes, I did. Let's share Gray's text review. It's very short, don't worry. And I added my video to see if I can get a couple of views, but I don't think it does. Here we go. Big Game issue 1. This is a really good opening issue, and it looks stunning. Pepe Larraz's art is excellent. I haven't read all the Miller series that this event will include, but I still enjoyed the story very much. It left me wanting to read the next issue ASAP, but I'll have to wait until August 23rd. It's also made me want to read Miller's earlier series, for example Starlight, Prodigy, and of course Wanted. Miller has put out an extensive recommended reading list which he says leads up to the series. I would recommend that you read Nemesis Reloaded and maybe The Ambassadors if you haven't already. They're not essential, but they'll probably make your reading experience more rewarding. There we go. And I've got a confession to make. I haven't read Wanted. nor Prodigy, Starlight. I don't really know the characters. I did a quick look up on the wiki, but it didn't spoil my reading experience of the book, if you know what I mean. It was fine, so yeah. Exactly, Dwayne. World's Finest is the pick of the week with Big Game. Those are the two. Hot Girl 1, Toilet Paper and Falling Asleep. There we go. Nemesis Reloaded is fantastic, says Angry. And Big Game hopefully will be great. There's a lot to fit in. That's my only worry. There's a lot to fit into those 5 issues. That's all it is. It's a 5-issue mini. Yeah. Okay. Stop sharing. Boom. There we go. Let's get back. Oh, I like the Blade Runner sticker you drop in there. That's awesome. Fantastic. Now, how are we doing? What's next? Check the list. So, new releases coming up. Let's change my banner. New releases for Tuesday, Wednesday. So it's Tuesday's the 25th, Wednesday 26th of July. What is coming out? Is it anything good? Apart from Amazing Spider-Man. No comment. Here we go. Let's just share this again to see. Back to good old League of Comic Geeks. So these are the new releases for the coming week. And as always in the user order. So the most pulled issue is Amazing Spider-Man. Issue 30, $3.99. It's continuing the Doc Ock Spider-Man Norman Osborn story. Then we've got Venom in second place. Look at that. And if you know this first line of comics, it's very interesting to see. Let me just double check. There's only one from DC Comics on that top row. So you've got 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 Marvel comics. And then at the end, there's Night Terrors issue 2, which is the main Night Terrors story. Which the art was pretty good for issue 1, but I didn't think much of the story. It was a bit like, where are we? What's going on? But yeah, look at that. Look at all those Marvel. Venom, Wolverine, She-Hulk, surprisingly. I think that's the final issue, if I'm not mistaken. Avengers has had a relaunch. Did you know that? Avengers is up to issue 3. No one's talking about it. And then we've got Ultimate Invasion issue 2 coming out. Not for $8.99 like the first one, but for $5.99. But it didn't impress me enough to continue with that, so there we go. And Ghost Rider. So we have to go down to the second row for the next DC Comics title. Where are we? Which is here, Batman the Brave and the Bold, issue 3, which is like a compilation book of 3 or 4. I think it's 3 different stories. One is a Tom King Batman Joker story, which, yeah, I'm not really interested in. That's all there is for DC. Only one in the second row. Unbelievable. We've even got an Image comic higher than that, which is World Tree, or is it World Tree 33? I don't know how you pronounce it. World Tree. £3.33, issue 4. Not heard much about it, but I think that's James. Is it James Tynion? Could be. The Tiny Onion himself. Oh, X-Men Hellfire Gala issue 1's out, and it's, guess how much it is? $8.99. Oh my goodness, $8.99 for that. Are you going to buy it? Where's Luke? I need to find Luke. Oh, I've lost him. This is my answer. Are you going to buy it? No. Unbelievable, isn't it? $8.99. Goodness gracious. We've got Dwayne saying, Nemesis Reloaded, Ambassadors. Recommended reading always. Miller Time interview with Pepe Larraz. I haven't watched it yet, mate. I really, really want to see it, yeah. And how can a comic be $8.99? Just ask Marvel. They did that with Ultimate Invasion #1, and they're doing it with Hellfire Gala. And it's not even the first Hellfire Gala. This is like 2023 version. But yeah, I just saw that way. Nice one. Incredible Hulk. Incredible Hulk issue 2's out. Yes, I'd forgotten about that. The first one was really good. Really good, well, you know, I'm very positive. It was a very solid start, very interesting, intriguing, big focus on horror. You've got the writer there is, let me double check, I think it's Philip Kennedy Johnson, who's a good writer. Yes, it is. Yeah, so that's coming out. Look at that. And it's got art by Nick Klein. Very good art. Interesting style, but yeah. If you like your horror, recommend it. Let's see what the synopsis is saying. The mother of horrors demands her freedom, and in order to make it happen, her most dutiful servant, a terrifying monstrosity who calls herself the eldest, seeks to reclaim that wayward son of monsters, the Hulk himself. Excuse me. Now, every eldritch horror and primordial being has its eyes set on the Jade Giant. Wow. Meanwhile, on their path to peace and isolation, Banner and his new friend Charlie find themselves forced to pass through an abandoned coal mining town. But when night falls, the term ghost town takes on a terrifying new meaning. So we got a bit more of the scary, like, is it Summerween that Jim calls it during the summer, not Halloween? This would make a great addition to that, I think. Look at that cover. It's pretty cool. There's a kind of face there, isn't it? You can see a face in that house. 2 eyes, a nose and a mouth. Burning and smoke behind it. Looking good. So thanks for that. It reminded me. The Immortal Hulk, yeah, I enjoyed that. It was pretty good. And yes, Casey, no hard pass on the Hellfire Gala, right? Absolutely. Okay, let's go back. Back to the main page. So, unbelievable, right? So Spidey's the most popular, most pulled. Don't know if it's good yet. I have to go down to the 3rd row to get some more DC, and as you can see, it's Night Terrors galore, Night Terrors Matsuri, Night Terrors Festival. Detective Comics issue 1, it's a Night Terrors, yeah. Then Titans 1, Action Comics 1, Harley Quinn 1. Won't be picking that up either. Let's just double check if there's any more that I've missed. In the next row down, no. There's a Batman Beyond Neo Gothic issue 1 coming out. That's $4.99. Wow. Whatever happened to $3.99? And okay, I've got one more rec here. If you check out Nightclub issue 6, the final part, it's going to be a double-sized finale. So it's not $1.99, it's actually $3.99 for once. But that's been a really good series of teenage vampires. Mark Miller and Juanan Ramirez doing some pretty cool art on it. So Nightclub issue 6. The characters are supposed to be making an appearance in Big Game, so we'll have to see. And this is not a recommendation, but look at this. Night Terrors Angel Breaker issue 1. Now, have you ever heard of Angel Breaker? I'll be impressed if you have. It's a character that was created by Joshua Williamson. Surprisingly, he's running the Night Terrors event. And I don't know much about her, but she's appeared, I think, in a couple of Robin issues. Maybe Deathstroke Inc. Incorporated, but don't know anything about her. Yeah, I never heard of the character. Okay, let's get back to you guys in the chat in case I missed something. No, so yeah, not a lot to get excited about, is there? Really? What do you think? I don't know. I'd say I'd go for Nightclub and back to the top. I'm going to review Spider-Man because it's become a kind of habit, a bad habit, an addiction. And I'm probably going to pick up Incredible Hulk issue 2. So thanks for that reminder. But yeah, Ultimate Invasion 2, that's a pass. And not sure about the Scorched. The new Scorched is out, issue 20. Ah, here we go. I've missed one, guys. This could be good. I'm not sure, but it is $6.99. Let's just click on here. We have a new miniseries started. It's Superman, The Last Days of Lex Luthor, issue 1. Written by Mark Waid with art by Brian Hitch. It's on the DC Black label, so it means maybe a bit more mature. I don't know. 48 pages, but $6.99. That's a bit pricey. You got 1, 2, 3, 4. Wow, only 4 variant covers. That's rare. And it's been getting a lot of talk in the chat here, but I don't know. I've not really heard much about it otherwise. What do you think? Are you tempted? Would you pay $7 for 48 pages? You know, it says 48, but when you actually read it, when you take into account covers and credits page and ads, I don't know if they have ads or not. I don't know. You're talking maybe 42? We'll see. So Superman, The Last Days of Lex Luthor. Could be good. It could be a pick. It could be a pass. Oh, good morning, DJ, Ronnie G. Great to see you. I like playing Spider-Man for Atari. Oh man, oh the Atari. You know, I didn't have one myself, but I had a friend who did. New Yawn of DC catchphrase. Whatever happened to $3.99? Whatever happened to $3.99? Mandalorian has a comic line. I completely missed that. Didn't even see it. Waggy's actually meme to review Spider-Man. Yeah, it's become. Once he's done, I will watch it. Waffle, waffle, waffle. Okay, what, did you drop a video then? You're talking about Ronnie G. Oh, okay, I have to check that out, yeah. Even Gray tuned into that stream. Oh, yes, yeah, that's what you're talking about. Yeah, I saw that. I thought you meant a new one since then. Okay, cool. Do check that out. I'm on a waffle. I know it's true. What am I like? So I totally missed that. Was there a Mandalorian down there somewhere? Does anybody care? Oh, Star Wars Darth Vader, Black, White and Red, issue 4 is out. The last issue had that really good Daniel Warren Johnson story in there. Wow, Firepower's still going, I didn't know. Daredevil Echo, that's a big pass. Usagi Jimbo with the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles, but it's IDW, it's $4.99. Nah, I've not bothered with it. I've not bothered. Okay, I found it here. Angry, thanks. Star Wars, The Mandalorian, Season 2, Issue 2. It's probably better than the TV streaming show, isn't it? No way, there's a Berserker Issue 1 here, a special or something. Poetry of Madness Issue 1. Look at that. Great cover. Oh, it's Steve Scroge. Is it Scroge or Scrooge? Scrooge, no idea. He's gross. He's gross. He's Steve Scrooge. Berserker Poetry of Madness Issue 1. Keanu Reeves is writing. Steve Scroge, who's doing writing and art. And colours by Dave Stewart. Interesting. A sea of gore and devastation awaits as B, through a fatal chance encounter, safeguards the advanced and ancient realm of Atlantis as its unstoppable protector. But a sickly king serves as a symbol for the rot inside, as the security and bliss created through B's violence is shallow. The cracks created by a secret cult might spell a monstrous end for the legendary city, one beyond even B's ability to save. Wow. Lovecraftian horror, it says here. Nice tentacles on the cover there. Cthulhu? Yes, Firepower returns. I thought it had been, yeah, it's been away for a while, hasn't it, Dwayne? Okay, nice one. Fantastic. Great to see you still here. Okay, let's get back to check me show notes from like 3 weeks ago. Okay, so we've done the recommendations from last week, this week's new release picks. As I say, I don't even know what I'd recommend. Like I say, from DC, possibly that Superman, Mark Waid Limited Superman, but it's $6.99. Not sure. From Marvel, I can't say Spider-Man, but even though I'm going to pick up from Marvel, I'll go for the Incredible Hulk issue 2, the new horror version, and from as an indie Image Nightclub by Mark Miller, issue 6, the finale. So do check that out if you've not seen it. It's been very good. Okay, let's get the banners off. So 2000 AD's next. I want to talk about the issue from, where are we? Let's see if it's showing. Yeah, it's still there. Prog 2341. So it's issue or program, yeah. 2341. Look at that kill shot from Judge Dredd. Nice cover. So there's part 1 of a new Judge Dredd story called A Fallen Man. Actually, just make this bigger, actually. Widescreen it. There we go. Azimuth, A Job for Susie 9 by Dan Abnett and great art by Tazio Bettin. I've been reading that. The new Portals and Black Goo, part 2, Night Shift. Void Runners I don't really enjoy, but this has been good. There's a new Barbara Hershey, The Cold in the Bones, a new series. So that is looking excellent. Let me show you. I'm going to scroll down to some of the art. So here's the Judge Dredd. Whoops, flying around there. This was pretty good. It's an intriguing opening issue. Now let me scroll down to the art for Azimuth, A Job for Susie 9. As I say, I'm enjoying this. It's completely bonkers, but it's a lot of fun. And there's some cool art in here. Look at it. What do you think? Look at this! Ferrati. And behold, a pale horse. And his name that sat on him was Death. Great. That reminds me of the that car from the James Bond movie. What was it? The one that went into the water and turned into like a submersible. It was awesome. Look at this. Great action. Completely mad. Bonkers. Portals and Black Goo is a good kind of weird horror story. And let me get down to show you the Barbara Hershey, because it's got a very interesting art style. I like this style. Here we go. Hershey, The Cold in the Bones, Book 2, Part 1. This is written by Rob Williams and it's got art by Simon Fraser. I like this limited palette. Pretty cool. It's like an older version of Judge Hershey, Barbara Hershey, who'd taken the long walk and she's out in the cursed earth, trying to bring justice to the cursed earth, fighting a losing battle, of course. But yeah, as I say, I like the style. It's really good, simple, simple palette, but nice inking there, a little bit of detail. Cool. So yeah, 2000 AD, still enjoying that. It's been good. Let's go back. Stop sharing. Hey, Mark McGrath, great to see you, man. How you doing? Yeah, I think it would be a good fit for Berserker. It'll be interesting to see, won't it? I have to check out the first issue, just out of curiosity. But his art was pretty cool on the... Was it Clobbering Times? The Thing, the kind of new version of 2-in-1, Marvel 2-in-1, but it was only a mini-series. So yeah, maybe that could be good. I wonder how much Keanu, though. Keanu Reeves is actually writing of that. It says, he's co-writer with Steve Scroge. Okay, Dwayne, they took a break with is it Fire? Oh my goodness, Firepower. I'm forgetting the name now. Let me just double check. Oh no, what's that? New Comics. Yeah, Firepower issue 25 returns from Skybound, and it's a double-sized issue for $4.99. Okay. Nosferatu, how you doing? Grey's my favourite pale old warhorse. I am looking very pale today, even though I was out in the sun. It was a Lotus from The Spy Who Loved Me. KC, nice one. That's the one. What a fantastic car, and a very good Roger Moore Bond movie. You're my favourite boomer, Nosferatu the Vampire. Who replies with a shake of the cane at young AC. Oh man, Nosferatu, how fun was that? The final day of the sumo yesterday, Sunday. It was awesome being in the chat at that live stream, and that co-commentator was fantastic. He's got a channel on Twitch. I'm gonna say I'm a subscriber. I've not watched anything yet. I'm gonna see what he's like. What a great voice he had. Fantastic. Okay, that was 2000 AD. Moving along, we're going to go to, where are we? The Weekly Shonen Jump. Can you share? Because I've got a bit of news, well, not really news, but when you see the cover of this, I think you'll be interested. It features on the cover, One Piece Netflix promotion. The Netflix series, live action One Piece. I know, I'm not saying anything yet. Hold it there, hold it in the chat. It opens, or it drops on the 31st of August, so the end of August, we're getting close. I'm not sure about it, we'll see how it goes. The trailer's a little bit, but I'm not going to write it off till I've seen it. What do you think? Any interest for One Piece, Netflix? But there isn't, is there, in the chat? Where are we? The character there, does he look like Luffy? Luffy? I don't know. It's back to the Shonen Jump page. So, just read a little bit from that, from the One Piece TV series. It's an American-Japanese streaming TV show developed by Matt Owens and Stephen Maida for Netflix. The series is a live-action adaptation of the ongoing 1997 Japanese manga series of the same name by Eiichiro Oda. It's produced by Kaji Productions, Tomorrow Studios, and Shueisha, who also published the manga. The series features an ensemble cast, including, I don't know how to pronounce the name, this is the lead who's playing Monkey Luffy, Iñaki Godoy, Makenyu, Emily Rudd, Jacob Romero Gibson, and Taz Skylar. It also features a guest appearance by Nosferatu the Vampire in episode 66. It's scheduled to premiere on August 31st, 2023. Does it say how many episodes? Let's have a quick look. There's going to be 8. 8 episodes are listed. They all seem to be dropping on the 31st of August. Part of the filming, it says, took place in Cape Town, South Africa. Where are we? And yeah, that's about it. They only finished filming it. Oh, wait a minute. Finished filming it August 22nd, 2022, last year. Wow. So, I know there's a lot of people writing it off before it's even come out yet because they've seen the trailer, but let's have a look what you guys are saying in the chat. Here we go. Yes, Nosferatu, that was indeed awesome. Shiko is life. Shiko Dachi. I watched the trailer for that live action. It has to be interesting. Maybe. Angry? Okay, Nosferatu, thanks, mate. I appreciate it. You have a good day. Have a good Monday. Take care of yourself. And don't forget to do your Shiko. Will do, says Angry. So, not much interest in the chat for the One Piece live action. Okay. Let's go back to the Shonen Jump. So, of course, the lead page being One Piece, it's got the new chapter of One Piece in it. Chapter 1088. There's Sakamoto Days, Witch Watch, Blue Box, Martial Master Asumi, Kill Blue, which I've been hearing good things about Kill Blue. I don't know about it. Let's have a look. There's a picture here from it. Let's just go. There's a One Piece picture here, of course. Boom. And then we've got here. This is Kill Blue, is it? I don't know. What was this one? No, something else. Goodness knows. Oh my goodness, Graves completely lost. That's Tate Roll. Issue 34, it says. Blue Box. Sorry, not Kill Blue. Blue Box. Blue Box. I don't know what it's about. Have you been reading it? Do you know? Sounds interesting. Let's have a quick look. Because I say I've been hearing things about Blue Box. I got mixed up with Kill Blue. Oh, it's about a badminton team. No, it can't be that one then. It must be the other one. It must be Kill Blue. Go back. What is Kill Blue about? Here we go. Can a legendary assassin redo his life as a middle schooler? That is the tagline for it. Okay. Don't know if you're reading it. Anyone out there? It's an action comedy by the sound of it. It's only up to chapter... Where are we? Let's go back to the main page. It's only up to chapter 14, Kill Blue. So, good time to jump on. Okay, that's enough for Shonen Jump. Stop sharing there. New issues of Rogue Sun, Firepower, Newburn, Nightclub, Bone Orchard Mythos, Old Dog and Red Room. They do sound good, Mark. I did a review. I joined Jim from Weird Science Comics. We did a joint review of Bone Orchard Mythos issue 1, and I enjoyed the horror of that. It was pretty good. I'm buying Nightclub. I'm really enjoying that. I've not been buying Rogue Sun. Newburn, I did buy the first few issues, but I've lost track of it. I'm afraid, dropped out. Okay, it's as fun as Pirates of the Caribbean. I think it might be a hit, says Angry Canadian, about One Piece. The trailer did have you interested. Okay, cool. And, oh right, was there a Tales from Nottingham? I didn't see who was writing it either. Uh-oh, doesn't sound very good. Okay. So, moving on. I do have a bit of news, comic book news. This is from the recent San Diego Comic Con. This is from CBR. So, take it with a pinch of salt, let's just say that. There were quite a few new DC Comics series, or maybe they're limited or not, I don't know, ongoing that were announced at San Diego Comic Con this year, 2023, last weekend basically. This is an article by Ashley Land, published 18 hours ago on CBR.com. So I'm just going to scroll down to the top 10. Here we go. In no particular order, but maybe of interest. 10th place, Detective Comics Outlaw Ram V finally begins a new storyline after, is it 30 years he's been writing it? Is it the nocturne, like operatic gothic storyline? I don't know, I feel like it's been going on forever. Anyway, so a new run starting in October, if I got that right. Outlaw. It's going to be a fun Batman adventure set in the Wild West. Wow. Will Will Smith be in it? That's a question. Then we have Titans, Beast World, Tom Taylor and Ivan Rice. Well, Ivan Rice is a very good artist. Tom Taylor, no comment from me. The series will focus on Teen Titans Beast Boy, who's set to transform into Justice League supervillain Starro. What the heck? Unbelievable. Keep going. We have Return of Superman 30th Anniversary Special with quite a good cast of writers there, including Dan Jurgens, Louise Simonson, Jerry Ordway. Don't know. Return of Superman was the finale in DC's epic Death and Return of Superman era in the 1990s. This 30th anniversary special comes not long after Death of Superman's own giant book. It will revisit one of the most celebrated events in comic book history. Next we have Amazon's Attack, Josie Campbell. Not sure. No, skip with that, sorry. Keep going. Superman 850, issue 850. Wow, even though it's been relaunched and we're up to like issue 4 at the moment, or 5. The title's 850th book is coming up. The publisher making sure to capitalize, make lots of money on the milestone with an all-star creative team in an oversized comic. It's unclear whether the main Superman book will revert to legacy numbering after that, or whether it will just be for the issue 850. However, the concept art shows Earth Prime Superman and Kingdom Come Superman teaming up to take on Doomsday. There we go. Number 5, Batman and Robin, written by Joshua Williamson with Simone Di Meo, I think that's the artist. It was first announced at the start of 2023, around the birth of Dawn of DC. Dawn of DC, which is on hold at the moment, by the way. Almost, kind of. The writer revealed that Damian would butt heads with a big Batman villain, but also introduces Shush, a female version of Hush. Shush. Shush. Hush. A female version of Hush called Shush. That's original. Number 4, Outsiders. Colin Kelly, Jackson Lansing and Robert Carey. Batman and the Outsiders has been one of DC's more underrated teams since their creation in the 1970s. Okay, they've unveiled a Batman-free version of the team, led by Batwoman, Luke Fox, and Black Lightning Katana. They're going to come back. I'm not sure about that. Okay, it's a 12-issue limited series, and it's been described as, this is by the creators, a weird pop culture adventure. There we go. This one looks interesting to me. Here we go, in number 3, not third place. Number 3 announcement was Batman, Gargoyle of Gotham. Try and say that quickly. Rafael Gramper and Matt Lopez. A collaboration between those two. Batman, Gargoyle of Gotham was a showstopper for fans as soon as they saw the earliest teasers on social media. Okay, they showed a first trailer at the Comic Con. It's going to be a Black Label miniseries set to drop in September. Its trailer teases a tense and dark story with some horror themes. No surprises there with that brief image we have. Okay, looking good. And number 2, Kneel Before Zod. Terrence Stamp in Superman 2. Joe Casey, Dan McDade, not sure. Okay, they call it a pleasantly unexpected book. Kneel Before Zod explores the events that led to Krypton's destruction from General Zod's point of view. Okay. And in number 1 position, now, Jim from Weird Times Comics dropped a video about this. Big news. Justice League versus Godzilla versus Kong. What a combination. What a crossover. Brian Buccellato and Christian Duce. Sorry for murdering the names. This is what they're saying, this is what the writer says about it. Okay, not only the best announcement from San Diego Comic-Con, Justice League vs. Godzilla vs. Kong might be one of the most ambitious crossover series the company's ever announced. It's going to be an epic miniseries announced by Jim Lee. They're going to tell the story of a battle royale between DC's flagship team, King Kong and the mighty Gojira. The series will last for 7 issues and is slated for release in October 2023. Okay, there we go. Are you interested? That's the question. Are you joking, Mark? Is Mags writing the Tales of Nottingham? Oh my goodness, that's a hard pass. Superman 850 anniversary cash grab. I like your dollar sign there for the S. It means money. It means dollars. The alcoholic version of Hoshi's Lush. KC, that was me on a Saturday night. That's a good one. I like it. Okay, so I think that's it for the major news. I say these streams don't go on hopefully too long. It's keeping it between 40 to 50 minutes. What's going on otherwise? Yeah, so the recommendation is not really much there, is there? Nightclub, issue 6, Incredible Hulk, issue 2, possibly The Scorched. Might pick that up. I will see. What the ones that you listed before as well. The Bone Orchard Mythos issue 2 might be interesting. Yes, indeed. And otherwise, I'm not sure. So you're reading Red Room, are you, Mark? That's dark, isn't it? It's dark, but it's great art. I have to see. Okay, let me just double check. There's nothing that I've missed. Don't think so. Cool, Coolaboola. Okay, so before we finish, what should I do? Let's drop a little clip, drop something funny to finish with. Where are we? Or should we drop something cool? Something that I've not played for a while. What could it be? Bit of With Nail and I, because it has to be.
But I was going for a minute. No man's put me down yet. You had any training in the martial arts?
Good old Richard E. Grant and Paul McGann. Fantastic. Have you had any training in the martial arts? Okay, so big thanks to everyone who watched. I really appreciate you dropping in. Thank you for your comments. Thank you for your support. Thank you for clicking that like button. I hope you did. And yeah, let's hope for a good week of comics. And see you the same time. This time next week. Great stream. Thanks, Angry. Appreciate your support, mate. Recommend Firepower Volume 1, the trade for $9.99. That's a good thing about the Image and Skybound trades. Usually the first volumes are like $10, aren't they, Dwayne? Yeah, so thanks for that. Appreciate it. And oh, DJ, thanks, mate. Good to see you still here. You have a good Monday, whatever you do, all of you. Have a great time. It's Monday night here for those of us in Japan. We're getting ready for another day of work tomorrow, and then see what's out. But to say, for DC tomorrow, Tuesday, there's nothing to really get me excited. It's not all bad news. Thanks, mate. I appreciate it, Ronnie. Good to see Wacky in the New York morning. No plan this Friday, Casey. The movie review streams have kind of, I think they're becoming bi-weekly, so once every couple of weeks, but we'll see what happens. And it's not all bad news. Indeed, absolutely, Dwayne. So thank you very much. To ride us out, I'll have a quick blast of Akira because I love it so much, and then I'll drop the closing credits. So let's listen for somebody shouting for Tetsuo. Tetsuo, where are you?